Okay, so let me go start to Iris now. No more question. Yeah, so as you can see, I am on Apple environment. Generally, Iris is a Windows application tool. There is no special program for or special app for Mac environment, but you can still run it on Mac. So for installation on Windows, it's, I have to say, quite easy. You will just only download installation exe file and run it on in your Windows environment. On Mac, you need to set Windows environment on Mac. So you need to run some virtual machine. So in past, on previous Mac releases, it was possible to use a wine bottle software. Now you can use Parallels, or as you can see, as in my case, I use Crossover. So Crossover is a small application which you can purchase from Crossover company, install on your company. There is some free version as well which you can install for testing and for installation. And when you will install Crossover, you will get an environment where you can install any Windows application. So based on this, I use it, and you can see after installation of Iris, I got Icon, which is related to Iris. So I can run Iris program directly from here. To save some time, I have Iris already installed and running. So now you can see that I am under some welcome window. So if you start Iris, Iris will check if there is any update regarding pricing and regarding new SKUs. So this is one of the main advantages using Iris, that you are working all time with the latest up-to-date information. Yeah? So now on the example, you can see that on 6th of April, we did announcement about new SKU and new Cloud IQ subscription. And on April 7, it was already available as catalog update in Iris. So Iris is automatically checking if there is any update and offering you to update price list and SKU list in Iris tool. So of course, if you have access to some other companies, because Iris is not Xstream tool, it's third-party tool, which is used by Cisco, Ruckus, and Aruba. So if you have access to some another systems, you can use it, or another vendors, you can use one system for all of them. On left side, I can see some recent files, files which I used last time, so I can easily just only click and get file uploaded and continue in the work. So if you are first time in Iris after installation, be sure that you will do some checking and setting of your Iris environment. So first of all, under tools, there is part which is called subscription. So under subscription, you are setting what kind of price list and what kind of vendors you would like to get uploaded. So you can see that Xstream, I have access to Xstream only. And under Xstream, I selected price list. So I selected EMEA price list. So in your case, I will really recommend not to download any other price list from Xstream. It's not making sense. Because otherwise you will get some additional question and some confusing during configuration. So select just only EMEA price list, which is coming in USD, and get it selected, and system will automatically upload and download all information related to this one. Next one. Next one is regarding user options. So under user options, yes, you can set your environment, how environment will be configured, what are some system defaults, what is your default country. This default country is quite useful as well, because based on this, the system is automatically providing pre-selection of configuration which is approved or related my country, my region. So for example, power plug is coming with EU plug. All access points are pre-selected based on certification for Czech Republic, and so and so. What is quite important as well its application mode. So Iris is coming with two application modes. One is light, which is what I am operating now. And this is, we can say, simplified version. Primary for sales, or primary if you need just only to set kit list and to build a list of devices or items and create some offer for your customer or quotation which you will send to your distributor. If you would like to use it for real network design, there is second mode, which is called standard. And under this mode, you can select different site. You can do design of the network, including cable connections between devices and switches, or between switches as well. You can provide some planning of power as well. You can upload floor plan of the building. Put positioning of devices in the building. So you can create real network design, including positioning on in the building or on the floor. It's not limited some licensing, so you have access to both modes, and you can easily switch between them during operation as well. So I will show later on how to go from light to standard version, but for simplification, let's start with, or let's keep this light mode. So based on this, you are done. Just only if you would like to use different currencies, there is part which is called exchange rate. So if you would like to do quotation in different currencies than in USD, you can add some your exchange rate. So for example, as I'm located in Czech, if I would like to do quotation in Czech crown, I need just only to add that I will quote from Czech crown or from USD to Czech crown. I will add rate. I can put as note the date when I put it, and immediately all my quotations will come with quotation in Czech crowns as well. So now we are ready to start. So let's do the first configuration. So if you go under menu, you can see that there are two possibilities how to create quotation. There is one which is called express mode. So under express mode, you will go directly to create some quotation without asking any details. So let's do it. So it will create just only quotation list. And now under quotation list, I can start to add devices and create quotation or kit list. But I wanted to show a second version. So second version, it's let's say a regular creating quotation. And what is different in this case, it's coming with some questions or with some form where you can put more information about your quotation, which will help you later on to search for them. So I can put that it's webinar Iris. It's Czech Republic in currency. Generally, access is for everything. Yeah, so I can now create. And I got now quotation list, and I can start to build the first kit list. So if you would like to add something on kit list on your SKU list, there are a couple of options. First of all, you need to start from add to add some devices. And you can go that you have some products which you selected as your favorite products for quick adding to your quotation. So the most common product you can keep as your favorite. And in this case, just only clicking on favorites, you don't need to search this SKU or these products, and you can easily build quotation within a couple of seconds. Second option is to use catalog. So in this case, we are building quotation from Xstream. Let's go under Xstream. And there was update in cloud. So let's build some quotation based on cloud. So there is some access point which is under promotions, 305, favorite one. Let's add this access point. And when I edit this access point, you can see that immediately I can see on my screen description of the product. I can see picture of the product as well. I can select between different models. So this is model with internal antennas or external antennas. Let's use internal antennas in this case. I can select if this access point will be power from switch. So it means that I don't need additional powering in a quotation, or let's do that I will use power injector. Now you can see that immediately system selected power injector with power cord for EU. I can add some mounting kits if required, some brackets, wall mount, and I can get some information about basic attributes like size, size of the devices, some power consumption, and I can multiply this configuration that I would like to do this configuration for 3 devices. So I will put as quantity multiplier number 3, and immediately whole quotation is ready for 3 devices. So now I have access point with services, with power injector, and if I would like to use different services in this simple way, I will just only click on services on this plus, and I can see all services which are available for these access points, XtremeWorks, PartnerWorks. So in my case, this is offering service next business day replacement, but let's say for this product, for me, it's enough to use software and tax support. So change it, and immediately the configuration and part numbers are changed. So I can say configuration is done. Probably I will need some licensing. This is cloud. So let's go under cloud IQ licensing. Here's this new updated pilot license. And you can see immediately I got warnings that if there is some mandatory configuration, which I haven't done, there is warnings that I need to add number of licenses. So let's say that there are 3 devices, but I would like to get 5 licenses to have some sparse licenses as well. So immediately you can see I have now 305. I have pilot licensing as well. And for this simple configuration, I can say my configuration done. So I will look under quotation, and I can see the quotation is already ready or prepare, and I can see some total price and price per devices. If I would like to use it for deal registration system, I will just only export. You can see that there is export to Xtreme format, some CSV format with special structure, and system will save, or I will save it, and I will be ready to submit this for deal registration. So it was really
Sorry,
very
Tomasz.
Yep.
So the total value should hit the $5,000 in order to get the registration. So I would advise to add some switches here.
Yeah, so this is what I wanted to show in second part. So in second part, this configuration was very simple, but you can use some additional functionality from Iris to build configuration for different locations or different offices, and to have them separated in your quotation as well. And this is what I will show now, including adding some switching. So first of all, you can see that there is some design groups. So by default, there is one group which is called default. Let's change the name of this group as headquarter. So we will have one group for headquarter, and let's imagine that we are building configuration for some retailer. So let's add additional location, shop 1, shop 2. So based on this, you can see I have now 3 different locations. So if I would like to add, I'm sorry, it's not visible, this one, fully visible, this part. So if I would like to add for additional location, so let's do different way. I can, for example, use search. If I'm looking for product 7532, which is Bing access point. So you can see I got it already offer. Just only click on this product. So again, I got description, I got product. Let's use again with internal antennas. We will use PoE switch in this case, and let's say we will use 5 access points. And we would like to add under this quotation switch as well. We can go under favorites. I have this 210 series. Under 210 series, there are a couple of models. So let's say we'll go with 24 ports PoE switch. Yeah, you can see that I can select some SFP port if I would like to use as well. Let's go, for example, with this one, simple one. Power option, it's power cord and some accessories if I would like to get mounting grid to rack. Let's add it as well. And yeah, and attributes, you can see that it's located for shop 1. So we build some configuration for shop 1. Probably for shop 1 we will need, as this is Wing, some controller. So let's do VX9000. Yeah, VX9000 controller. So we edit controller. So now we have controller, we have access points, we have switch. So let's say for this location we have everything. And let's say second location will be again with this cloud-based access point. So let's add access point and cloud. So if we'll click, yeah, there is again warning that we need at least, we can say 5 licenses, and we will have 5 access points. And under access points, we will select that this one will be with external antennas. You can see that immediately system offer me what type of antennas I would like to use. So I selected antenna, and this one will be with switch as well. So we can add switch later on. We don't need any mounting tip, mounting kit. So let's add switch as well. Let's use the latest 435. It's 435. Let's use this, the highest option for PoE. Let's use 24 ports. So 24 ports in this case. You can select some additional licensing. Again, SFP port. Power option is usually power cord, and we can say that we have basic configuration down. So now if I will look on quotation list, so you can see that I have quotation with split per different locations. So I have headquarter, I have shop 1, shop 2. So we can say that configuration is done. What I haven't done, I haven't checked services for each part. So everything was set by default, but I can easily check services using this button, where I will get list of all devices. You can see that I have list all devices with a services, and I can from one window to change the services based on requirements. So let's say that for all switches we would like to get next business day for 3 years, and for all access points we would like to get 1 year TAC. So for this one, this, yeah, this one is access point. This one is access point as well. Oh, sorry. So TAC. Yeah. So let's say we are done. Let's keep everything as 1 year. We will show you later on how you can change for different time during deal registration. So now I am done. I change all services based on my requirements, and I can say that I am ready with quotation. But usually for such project, there are some spares required as well. So let me show how you can easily add some spares. So there is some additional field, manage spares. So based on this, again, you will get list of all devices, and you can easily select what kind of spares you will need. So let's say that for switches we will not need them. We have next business day deliveries for spares, but for access points we would like to get one access point, one Wink access point, and at least one cloud access point in this case. So I added two spares, so they are already added to my list. Now, if I will look on quotation, I can see them that system edits them on the headquarter or on the location which I selected. Probably I don't like it, so I would like to get spares as separated. So again, simple way, I will add some additional design group, which will be called spares. I add it, and I will look now under spares, and I can change the location. I can assign them under spares. So now you can see that if I look on quotation list, I got separated groups, so I am ready with my configuration. So I can do just only export to CSV file, save it. Iris, and I am done for deal registration. So you can play a lot with this configuration, so it's very useful system. If you are looking for some additional info, what is big advice as well, that you can download some additional documents from Iris as well. There is, for example, Extreme Antenna Selector. You can go for online documentation as well from the system. So there are additional tools how you can access. And what else you can do? So if you are a sales done, probably your pre-sales would like to use this quotation and prepare it as design of the network. So if you will send this to pre-sales person, he can upload it to the Iris, and I will show you how you can easily to do it under your environment as well. It's just only to change your environment from light option to standard option. And before we will do it, be sure that we will not lost anything. Let's save this configuration as well. So we save. So if we will change now user option to standard, you can see that system change a little design and the windows. So I got different products under this design view screen. So first of all, here you can see still the same catalog and your favorite products. You can see description of selected product with again configuration details. What I would like to do first, I would like to do some connections. So in this case, as we switch and as this was not default, you need to go to system setting and you need to enable that you would like to create your topology and you would like to create your connections. We can do that. We will create power design as well. So based on this, we switch the mode. We are getting some warnings that we have some devices which are not connected to power. Let's put location on right part of the map. So I'm located in Prague. So let's do it's somewhere here. So this is site for Prague. On this site, we have already some devices. You can see under red, there are some power problems. So first of all, if you would like to get some better understanding, it's good to do some grouping of the product under some frames. So you can easily select that you would like to get one frame, one products for shop one under one frame. I Yes, this one was second one. Yeah, so this is shop number 2, and this is headquarter. Yeah. So what usually we need now, as we have some access points and power switch and switch which will provide powering as well. So we would like to do some design of connections. So first of all, for this product, we would like to connect this product from access point to switch. This one is 210. Let's say it will go to LAN port number 1. And you can see the system already create connection between access point and between switch. We have a couple of access points, so you can keep just only one as representative, or if you would like to do connection between each port and each access point, you need just only to go back under attributes and select that there will be true connection or true synchronization regarding setting. And now if I will do under connection, you can see that I got all different uplinks from different products which are under this group, and I can set connection number 1, repeat it, and 2 times more. It's some manual work. Maybe there's some work around how to simplify. I don't know about this. So now I'm done, and you can see that I create five connection. You can do in configuration as well if you would like to add that all this connection will be as cable automatically added in your quotation. Yeah, now I can do the same here. We can do just only one connection. It's this switch. Let's do this one. Yeah, and you can see that I have all access points now connected, different sites or different parts on this site. So we can say I'm ready. Now I can get different views. So this is like block view. I can see block view with power connection. So Waze expected some power connection. So he is for switches. This is for power injectors, which we have in configuration as well. Of course, you can get some port view, which is nice as well, where you will see how ports are connected on devices. So you can do some port plan for customers as well. And last one, yes, I can get this equipment list again and look on equipment list. And you can see that the system added this six cables, which I need to calculate now based on my topology. If I will have second location, I can add simply additional location. Let's say it will be Brno. Let's move it somewhere where is Brno located. So now if I will double click, you can see I got additional site. I can put again some access points here, and I can continue in configuration for next location. And in this case, if I will do quotation, you can see that I got already one location or combined quotation. I can go per site. This is our main site. This is Brno site, and so based on this, you can really play with your quotation. So generally, this is basic work what can be done on Iris. Of course, if you will come with some more complicated devices like our fabric switches or some core switches for data centers, you will have more options, more modules which you can configure. So this is just only to show you some basic work what you can do. Of course, what else can be done as well? You can upload some floor map, do positioning of access points directly on floor map. So you can really build very nice documentation for your customer, which will be included in the offer. So I guess from my side, it was now everything. Let me look if there are some questions. It seems I